RPG, right click seeds on cobblestone. Alright, so what my current plan right now is to basically I need to get farming again. When I'm buying it from you guys and selling it to you guys, I'm really just not making that much money, and it's a lot of that's just dependent upon the markup on that is not nearly as much as if I were to just grow it myself. So I'm going to try to make an entirely protected base. Now that costs money, so I might borrow a little bit of cash money from Steve Bad, where the guy gave me like 400k and I just tossed it on a Steve Bad. I might borrow a little bit of that money, just to kind of get a base going, maybe just protect it, so I don't have to worry about that shit. That being said, so what I do need to do is I need to buy specific stones. So I've got, there's 3 different tiers, and as you rank up through the ranks, you get access to more and more protection stones of each of the tiers. So I've got both the tier 1 and tier 2, but now I need to get tier 3, which is cobblestones. So somebody told me that if you use seeds on cobblestone, you'll be able to get it. Now you guys can see all the shit that's in my chests. I'm gonna go do that then. Alright, so getting some seeds has proven to be a little problematic. I pretty much just offered anybody 50 each. So there we go. I just offered him 1,600. He's selling me 32 seeds. So that's 50 each. And now I'm going to do /trade ready. And I'm going to buy the seeds. Now, hopefully I didn't get just screwed over there. And hopefully I can go combine this with some cobble and get some good stuff. Oh, fuck, that's a cop. That's a cop. Fuck. Okay, run. Run like a dirty Mexican. Oh, that was such a horrible thing to say, but it's the truth. They're much faster than us fat white kids. Well, than my fat white ass. Alright. I'm done talking. Let's try to find that shit. Okay, I've got stone. I'm just gonna break the stone. Oh shit, I need to get a pickaxe. Alright, you know what, whatever. I'm paranoid right now beyond belief that a cop's gonna walk in here and start testing me and stuff. So I'm just gonna steal up my door. And just keep the popo out. Okay, so I've got a little cobble here. Let's see if this works. Green thumb fail, green thumb fail, green thumb fail. Got it! Okay, you just have to have a super high herbivore level, and then you can do it. So, there's that. So I got 1 block of cobble. I don't know if I need more than 1. Let's see here. Okay, so real quick way to check. So I can just check PS on. Enable placing. Oh, okay, I have to actually leave. Okay, there we go. So now I've got 1 stone. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make another real quick. So time to grab a whole bunch of seeds and try to green thumb. There we go. Okay, so now I've got 2 T3 stones. I've also got 2 T2 stones, which are back in my bank, and 1 T1 stone. That is the max that you can have for Lieutenant. That is actually the maximum amount you can also have for Patron, because once you get Patron, you're supposed to play in the faction world, which I don't really know how well that works, because there really isn't that many factions. There isn't that many Patrons, so I don't know how active that is. Okay, so in order, it is stone bricks are tier 1, bricks are tier 2, and then mossy stone, or moss stone is tier 3. So this costs 5k, and that'll protect 245 blocks. This will cost 25k, and I can use 2 of those. So I only can use 1 of these. 1 5k for 245 block. Then you go up to bricks. I can use 2 of those for 25k each, and those each protect 245. And then there's moss stone, and I can use 2 of those. Those cost 35k a piece, and then those can protect 245. So even if I were to spend, what is that, 135k to protect, I only can protect 5 times 245, which is totally didn't just look this up on a calculator, 1,225 blocks for 135k. So, time to borrow some money from Steve Bad's account. Now, for those of you that don't know, I did have about 400k donated to me, so I tossed it over into my other account named Steve Bad. Now, I'm going to transfer some of that money over just to pay for protection. I did blow some money on the casino. I think I'm down 60k on that account. I like to gamble, alright? Don't judge me. Alright, so I'm going to go roll home. So this is where my last base was. And the reason why I'm going to my last base is because I'm dumb. And I already know the exact dimensions of this last base, so it'd be real simple to try to figure out what I need to do on this new base. So, there we go. That's been placed. Now, I've gotten okay at this whole protection thing. I'm still far from good. but I kind of understand the general idea behind it. Ooh, somebody's buying some sugarcane. So let's try this again. 245 blocks. Left click. Oh, left click there. Left click over here. 25 blocks remaining. All right. That's good enough for me. So in essence, it'll be every cube in between. So this whole upper row will be cuboided. This whole side right here. All this and down to the layer below this layer. And it'll also cuboid this layer. So everything should be protected. Now, mind you, unless I make this side into a wall, there won't be anything blocking this side. So I'm planning on using another stone over here and basically just making it so I won't have to use like every single thing will be an individual cube. I can make it so some of the cubes I can use more farmland. It's kind of hard to explain, and I'm not doing a good job at all. But there we go. That field has been cuboided, and now I'm going to demonstrate on my other character if it's working. So here I am on my alt. So when I try to break stuff, it'll say you can't break here. And here, now I'm going to try to grab a pickaxe real quick. Whoop, fell down a hole. I'm smart. So I just gave my alt a pickaxe. And you notice that now he cannot break in through any of the walls, including this wall. So that was the last issue with the last farm, is I did not make it so the region included this. So they could break in and still walk in the farm. So they can still walk in. They can't break anything unless they're DEA of the plants. But if they're not DEA, they can still set their home in here, and it's really annoying. Oh, so I did a little bit of math, and it turns out it's 125k for all the protection stones, so I'm going to be transferring that over from my secondary. You could argue that this is kind of cheating, but yeah, it's indirectly cheating. It's just making it so my farm is baller as shit. I don't have to deal with people, hopefully, this time. Again, second time I'm saying this, knock on wood, but I don't have any wood near me. Knock on the fake plastic of my desk. There we go. That actually sounded like wood. Alright, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to transfer the money. Hopefully I won't get raided, but I mean, like, the money's going into this protection shit, and I'm not going to be using it towards directly my ranking up, so I try not to do that. Because a lot of people want to give me a lot of shit. And, you know, if it's items, I typically hold on to them and just use them. But I try not to sell them, except for when I have a shitload of diamonds. Okay, there we go. So I just sent over all the money for all the protection shit. Okay, so I finally finished protecting it all. Can't destroy there, so you can't break in from the sides. Through any of the side of the cubes. Let's check this. Okay, good there. Good there. The top should be secure. Sides. Bottom. Bottom. I think I can break this block. Yeah. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Can't break that side. I'm pretty proud. Can't break any of the ceiling. Good stuff. It almost looked like I broke it. Can't break there. Can't break sides. So, yeah. So this time, I'm finally actually secure inside this cube. If anybody gets in, I'm going to be really fucking shitty. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys how to make a good source of water. Because I'm going to be having to make this. So in essence, all what I do is I make a 4x4 out of, or like a little 4x4 by 1, 2x2 rather. You know, a little 4 cube thing right here. That's 1 deep. And then I place 1 water bucket in one corner. Then I grab a different water bucket and then place it in the opposite corner. And it forms an infinite well, so I can just keep grabbing buckets as I choose. So I can plop one there, grab another, plop one there. And it's nice and it's simple. Okay, there's my alt. The farm is going into full production mode. You know, I set it up. So this is only using 3 P stones, and all the walls around it are protected. So we got the T1 and then 2 T2s. It sounds like a transformer or something. Like, oh, I got a T1 transformer up on this shit, and then I don't fucking know. It sounds like something more technical. No. So I got those 3 placed, and then I ran into a little bit of an issue because probably about 10-15 blocks is somebody else's protected base. So I don't really know if I want to expand this way into like more sugarcane or more wheat. I haven't really decided, but for right now, I'm gonna have to make a decision real quick. Okay, this kid just keeps selling me a ton of diamonds. But my plan is right now is to continue expanding. I'm going to make 2 more basically like cuboided areas of sugarcane. It's a little bit more sugarcane. It's going to be awesome. I'm just going to expand out this way because that way is the base. And I'm going to spend a shitload of money. Oh my god, I lost that mossy cobble. I might have fell into some lava. So I'm going to have to go get some more mossy cobble.